I'm John Gray. Welcome to Just Plain Living. It is Thanksgiving week, and I'm thankful that I'm sitting next to you.
I'm thankful I'm sitting next to you. Hi, I'm Peggy Burton.
I'm Lauren Foster. I'm thankful too.
I'm Jim Puller. I guess I better be thankful.
You know,
we're all thankful. That's right. That's right.
There's a lot to be thankful for in this country.
Yes, there is. You know, there's a lot going on, and people are complaining. Of course, a lot of people without jobs and this and that and the other, but this is still about the best place you can be.
I'm still trying to figure out how to thaw out a turkey.
Peggy, I think you just leave it out.
I decided for the first time in ages to cook one. And so now it's as hard as a brick. It's sitting in the refrigerator. How long is it?
Well, it sounds like you're
How big
on
is
the
it?
right track.
I just
Yeah, you're a day
I
and a
had
half
this discussion
ahead.
with my sister before we
Yeah?
left the house this morning. How big's the turkey?
Well, you know.
Like pounds?
It's about that big around and about that long.
You need to take it out of the refrigerator. It'll take till Thanksgiving.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like she
You mean
knows.
like
She
take-
can't cook
Take
You're right.
it out?
I don't know. I forgot myself. I have no idea. Oh.
If you
Well, it's not in the freezer.
if you have time to deal with it, you take it and put it in your refrigerator.
Right.
And then when you're there, you take it and put it and run cold water over
cold water?
it.
Okay.
Put it. I can remember when I was in the Army and we had a Thanksgiving dinners to do, and we happened to be on KP or something like that. You would take that frozen bird and they'd put them in big sinks full of cold water, not hot water,
Okay.
but cold water.
And just let them sit
And just
there.
let them sit and let them thaw out in cold water. They'll thaw out
Yeah,
quicker like that.
you're supposed to change the water every 30 minutes,
Something like
according
that.
to the USDA.
Well, that's like if you don't have anything else to
I only
do.
know this because we've got a news piece on it in today's news, and I actually watch.
Hiding something from us.
Yeah, not that I know anything about
So
cooking
we
a turkey.
know about these turkeys.
Yeah.
We are one.
We know all about turkeys. Yeah, we do.
We are one.
So
not-
do you actually know how to cook a turkey, Peggy?
I hope so. We're going to
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Kroger's does a good job cooking a turkey. So
Yes.
Oh, they'll do it for you.
yeah, they'll do it for you.
I'll tell you, somebody else does too. If you don't want to do it, go up to the smokehouse right there, J.D. Oliver. They're having Thanksgiving
I bet
dinner.
they smoke their turkeys, do they?
They I don't know how they do it, but I guarantee
Well,
it's
the way
good.
they
I'm
do
sure
that
it's
is when the turkeys are real young, they get them started on cigarettes, and they do that. They do that.
They come out
They do
smoke.
that
They
up
let 'em
until-
smoke
yeah.
themselves.
Or maybe before that,
Yeah.
maybe
They
before that
don't
hot
even have
sauce.
to kill them. You know, eventually they fall over and then
Until I have emphysema.
Maybe pour the hot
Right.
sauce on it and
Yeah.
it cooks it anyway.
But they're having Thanksgiving dinner up at J.D.'s, so up on
Yeah,
the
you
mountain
can-
at the smokehouse.
You could find plenty to eat up there.
Hey, let me
can't you?
remind everybody again. Now, of course, there's been a lot of stuff said about Black Friday and how they're
Oh, my
shopping,
gosh.
starting shopping even, I think, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, some of them on Thursday, Thanksgiving
Some
Day.
of them even start at about 10 o'clock at night on Thanksgiving
You know,
night. I
and
think I saw.
so, but Saturday is Shop Small Saturday.
And that's the most important thing. Forget the Black Friday thing. That you could get killed in that mall. My gosh.
That's not a reminder for me. That's the first
Yeah.
time. What's Shop Small Saturday?
Shop Small Saturday
shops.
is about going to a locally owned and operated business and buying at least one item. If everybody would just go to a mom and pop, not a national chain, but go to a restaurant that's owned by somebody locally, go to a store that's owned by somebody locally,
And spend some
buy
money.
something. Because that money stays at home.
I
and
do that every
it
day.
helps support.
I can do that easy. I do that almost every day.
Yeah, well, but there's a lot of folks.
You know,
that
and in
don't.
conjunction with that, John, that's an initiative I think that was originally started by American Express.
Yes.
And this year FedEx has jumped on board with that deal, and they're offering like I believe it's 35,000 American Express gift cards, $25 each, and all you got to do is go on their website, FedEx's website, and if you get there in time,
You'll get a
you can
$25 gift
you can
card.
take that and go to anybody that accepts American Express. And,
That's wonderful.
You know, it's
really
just
good.
like cash.
That's cool. So you just go to their website and say, "Give me my card."
You go to a FedEx website.
FedEx website.
I
Yeah.
still think great gifts are like going to your manicurist and getting a gift card for a friend or your hairdresser, people that work right here in this town
Right.
that can use the money. Chiropractor.
sure.
Everybody needs a chiropractor.
Yeah.
Give them
Need
a
to be
visit.
twisted, rubbed, cracked,
Oh
or popped.
man, a massage. Oh
Yeah,
please.
massage. Tanning. Tanning
Oh,
salon.
yeah. That's a
Get
great
somebody
gift.
something like that. And I have a little. We have a
Yeah,
little
and if
something
you,
on them.
excuse me, if you go to a tanning salon and Body Works in Tullahoma, then you're actually putting a little money in Lauren's pocket.
Oh,
as
like a
well.
dollar.
She's
get a
the
dollar for
account
everybody
executive
goes.
on for Tennessee Traveler on that one. Go ahead.
Yeah. Watch Tennessee Traveler, buy your discount ticket, and I get $1.
Yeah,
That's a good deal. Yeah, that's
It's a good deal for everybody. Win-win.
But talking about Shop Small, we have a little bit of film today on the Art Center, and they have a store there at the Art Center, and where local artists have
to
paintings and
sell.
stuff in there to sell. And I bought a beautiful little print yesterday of 3 old pickup trucks for $1.
Great.
Really?
And I mean, they have
Oh, and they have gift
coffee
cards.
mugs
They
and
have,
gift cards, and you could go over there and spend $200 or $300, but you can go over there and find a really nice gift for $1. I got one for $1.
Yeah.
And there's prints and stuff,
And then
it's just
the money goes. Part
it
of the
stays
money
in the
goes
Art Center.
stays in the Art Center. That's true. And the Civic Center has stuff for sale.
Civic Center
A few
has the
things.
same
They
thing.
should have more, but
I didn't bring
they
this
have
out last
bookmarks.
week because Fran was talking about the Civic Center
Right.
last week, so I figured I wouldn't step on her, so I left the Art Center till this
You're
week.
wise
that was a
man.
really good plan.
Yeah, it was a good
You
plan.
did good.
And there's a wonderful art show on at the Art Center that's going till when?
The end of December.
The end of
Michael
December.
Bush, and it's about instruments.
So you
it's
can go,
about music.
You can go
All
and
things musical.
see a wonderful exhibit and then buy some stuff and
Yeah, and it's open
Get some culture.
from 12 to 4.
Monday
Thursday, no, Tuesday through Saturday.
Tuesday through Saturday.
Closed Sunday and Monday. But there's probably someone there. It's just not advertised hours.
Right. But it's wonderful
But it's, yeah,
what
it's
they
great,
have
great
to
exhibit
show.
there. And there's just a lot going on. Christmas parades are coming
Oh,
up.
that's
Yeah,
next week?
Manchester is Friday night, isn't it?
Yes,
This week.
Manchester's
Saturday
Friday.
night. Saturday night. Okay.
Saturday
this
night.
coming
This
Saturday
coming-
night, right
Saturday
after.
night. Yes, Roxanne Patton with Mayor Pennington's office just told me that she's in the audience.
Oh, I
today, so
see.
Saturday night.
And isn't ours next Friday?
No.
No.
Well, ours is a
Rain
week.
date will be
Ours is a
when?
week
No,
from
no,
Friday.
that's what I mean. A week from
Oh,
Friday.
I see.
Yeah.
And it
This is
starts
not-
at 7 o'clock? Oh, okay. All right. So
If it rains, it'll be the following Saturday.
Right.
I was listening.
Our parade marshal, Miss Katie Brock, will be
Yes.
at South Jackson Civic Center, I believe, at 5.
5 and
And the lighting of the trees and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And a reception, that would be nice.
yeah. So it's
So get out.
it's the
get out
time
and
of year.
about.
Yeah, time of year to be doing it because this is when people get active and spend their money, and a lot of the businesses make their year during this time. And so shop small, help your local people do good.
Save
We need-
gas,
Everybody
too.
needs to do that.
Yes,
You know
save
what?
our
Save
town.
Save
gas.
gas.
Yeah.
Saves a lot of gas.
Okay, Lauren, now it's your turn. What do you know today?
You know, when we were on the turkey conversation, the last few years, we've been having deep fried turkeys.
Deep fried turkey.
Oh my goodness, yes, they're yummy.
How long does that take? You drop it in the
A lot
30
quicker
minutes.
than baking it.
You just drop it in there?
45 minutes.
I'm not exactly
Well,
sure. I just
one thing we know for sure is when that first became a fad, we had some guy on the show that was actually
Drew
selling-
Barrett.
Yeah,
He was with the Wild Turkey Federation.
exactly. And he came in and he brought this big turkey, and the living show was 90 minutes long. Okay, so they put the turkey. He started cooking the turkey right after the show started. And John and I were the only hosts then, so we were on the air the entire time, and we kept smelling that turkey thinking, man, this is going to be so good. And when the show was over, and we did it live at that point, and the show was over, and went out there to get some of that turkey, there was nothing left but the bone. I mean, there was nothing left. They had already cooked that thing, and everybody had eaten it
it was
in 90
gone.
minutes. In 90 minutes. you know.
wow, poor
That's-
baby.
But we go out and check on
testimony.
Drew every now and then, and he would be talking about how to cook and what to do and how to season, and he'd pull it out and we'd look at it, put it back in, and then there toward the end, Jimmy and I looked like Pavlov's dog.
Y'all couldn't wait.
dripping down.
And you were gnawing on a bone, right?
They brought that plate in there, and it was nothing but skin and bones. It was
Well,
fun.
yeah,
kind of
they
a
cooked
sad
a wild
story.
turkey.
I was talking to the
Yeah,
fire.
he did have a wild turkey.
Have y'all ever eaten a wild turkey?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I just wonder.
Philip has.
that's
Oh, okay. I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was talking to the fire chief yesterday, Tullahoma fire chief yesterday, and apparently you're not supposed to throw those turkeys in that hot grease when they're frozen.
Oh.
Oh, no.
You know,
Whoops.
apparently it causes some major explosion.
That's a big
Yeah.
problem.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's-
that creates a huge problem.
That's important information. Thaw your turkey before you put it in the deep fryer.
Yeah, right. Don't just toss it in there.
You know, my aunt put a thick-skinned potato in her microwave for like a minute and a half, and it blew up.
She didn't poke holes.
No, she didn't poke holes in it, and it blew the door
Yes,
open,
Lord.
and smoke was
I keep
everywhere.
doing that. I need to
scared the fool out of everybody.
I can remember one time coming home, and my mother was a very good cook, and she used a pressure cooker a lot.
Yeah,
And I mean, pressure cookers do things quickly, and
they're
I
dangerous.
came home and there was beef stew dripping off of the ceiling.
That happened to me. That happened to me.
She'd hit that little regulator, that little thing that would sit up there and rock. She'd done something wrong.
And it blew off, yeah. I did that. I was never a good cook because my mother was good enough. We didn't cook, we cleaned up. And when I got married, I was trying to make a chocolate pie, and we just moved in this new house. It was all nice and clean and smelt good. And this was all lumpy stuff, you know, clunky looking stuff. So I thought, I'll put it in the blender. And it was hot. I put it in the blender, the top of the blender blew off. I was drenched up the ceiling. My nice new kitchen was
Oh,
ruined.
what a sweet newlywed story.
Isn't that a great story?
Yeah, my newlywed story is when we went to look for the giblets to make the gravy the first time.
They were in the turkey.
Fran cooked the turkey. They were still in the bag up its butt. They were cooked. They just never had been brought out.
I think I did that.
A lot of folks have done
That was
Yeah.
when you and Fran first got married,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's funny.
Are
Yeah,
you
we're getting the big X. That means we need to move on. Folks, don't leave us today, because I guarantee you this is going to be a good time. You've just seen just a little bit of what's going to happen. So you hang on. We'll be right back after these messages. Why Traders Bank?
The convenience of 5 locations near you.
2695 Deckard Boulevard, Winchester. 1207 Hillsborough Boulevard, Manchester. 1602 North Main Street, Shelbyville. 412 West Lincoln Street, Tullahoma. 120 North Jackson Street, Tullahoma. Why Traders Bank?
The service of 61 friendly, knowledgeable employees meeting your banking needs.
We're Traders Bank in Winchester. Come see us. We're Traders Bank in Manchester. Come see us. We're Traders Bank in Shelbyville. Come see us. We're Traders Bank on West Lincoln Street in Tullahoma. Come see us. We're Traders Bank. Come see us.
Why Traders Bank?
The stability of 122 years, locally owned and operated, banking under the same name.
Traders Bank.
Why Traders Bank? Because you're welcome here.
Traders Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
These are the children who had no chance. They're known as Brazil street kids. They wander the streets dying by the thousands from drugs, AIDS, and bullets. Most of them have been abandoned, left to survive on their own. These children needed a place to go. I had to do something. So I brought it up at Rotary. People heard about what we were doing and asked how they could help. Together, we raised funds to give them a home and open the school. They're learning a trade. Now hundreds of kids have a family and a future. They're contributing to the community because Rotary believes in making things better for everyone.
Rotary is making a difference right now.
They have hope.
Rotary gives people an opportunity to help.
Okay, all together now. Theo, I am so happy to be on the set with these beautiful people today. Even Fran Barber sitting beside me, not in costume,
No.
but as always representing the senior building, right?
Right.
And Paul Fuller. Paul, welcome.
He's the president of our
You're the
board.
You're president of the board at the Senior Center here in Tullahoma, is that correct?
Right, and this is Gracie, his wife.
Gracie has got the baby with her that's kind of still. But we do love those costumes.
Well, thank you very much.
You're going to a school today, I think.
No, today we're going to Life Care Center to entertain.
Oh, to entertain Life Care.
And
And
then
it's
I'm going to
Thanksgiving,
school.
and he's going to perform. And
Are you going to do a little for us on the show?
I hadn't thought much
Where
about
did you get this headdress? That is the most awesome
this
piece.
outfit is
We need to show
approximately
the bottom of that.
55, 60 years old.
Look at this. Is that not beautiful? It is 65 years old, you say?
Somewhere around that. I bought it from a man in McMinnville.
Well, it is absolutely beautiful. Go ahead, Fran.
Okay.
You've got to tell what's happening.
okay, and Paul's going to talk about a trip, so I've got to talk fast. I usually talk fast anyway.
Okay.
So. December the 9th at 6 o'clock, every year the HOSA, the Hossa Club, comes from Tullahoma High School, and I think that's like a homemakers club, and they come to our center and they bring food and they do bingo for our seniors.
And what day is that?
That's December the 9th at 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Uh-huh.
What day of the week is that?
Probably on a Friday.
Usually a Thursday night, Friday
It's
night.
usually a Thursday or a Friday
Okay.
that they come. Most of the time it's a
December
Friday. Then we have several fundraisers going on. Okay. We have high tea. That's high tea, December the 11th from 2
Is that
to
high
4.
tea, like British high tea?
Yes.
Yeah,
I love
A
it.
little finger. And
You have little teacups?
little teacups.
Okay, at Patch Manor in Manchester from 2 to 4. That's a fundraiser, and I have tickets. Would you like to buy a ticket? Also, December the 16th at 10 o'clock, someone from the Commission of Coffee County Election will be here at the center to center in Tullahoma to tell about the new voting changes and the requirements.
Great.
And so we also have an Avon. They didn't give me that list. We have an Avon fundraiser that you can buy like kits together for $10, and that's a fundraiser for us.
And you get a certain percentage of what those
Yes.
sell for.
So-
and 2504, that's the phone number here in Tullahoma. Is
Right,
that correct? For
right.
any information you need. And do you have to have do you have to be a member to
No.
participate in all this?
No, you do not.
Okay, tell me about the Patch Manor thing. What day is that?
That is
Sunday.
December the 11th, 2 to 4. And that's going to be our fundraiser, and it's
And
20.
how much are tickets?
Tickets are $20.
And you'll get
you get
a great big percentage of that.
yes, and we get also you'll have a good time.
Oh,
I've eaten there
yeah.
before. The food is
The food is
fabulous.
wonderful.
Their
I've been
spiced
there.
tea is great. So and it's for a good cause.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Okay, and then now Paul has got a trip going.
Oh, tell us about your
I've
trip.
got a trip going to Washington, D.C.
Fantastic.
April the 12th through the 17th. It'll be 6 days and 5 nights. It's $465, and that includes your bus fare, your hotel, your entrance to any museums or anything we go into. So
Will you go
it's
to
well
see all
worth
the
price.
monuments?
Well, all the monuments. We'll have a 2-day tour of monuments, and
Smithsonian, some
Smithsonian
that?
is one day. The new Martin Luther King monuments there. They've got two new ones. I can't remember the other one right now. And then we get a night tour that
That's
shows the
beautiful.
monuments in light. So
That is
it's going to be a very good tour. I've got enough to go right now, and
for
I
a
still
week
got a
for
little
400
room.
and what?
465.
You'll never get a trip that cheap.
No,
Not
it's-
to Washington, D.C.
This is with Diamond Tours, and they're very reasonable.
That's wonderful.
That's what it is.
And you'll leave and drive straight up. Is that the way you do, or do you
Leave
spend
on
the
a
night
Thursday
on
and
the
get
way?
back on a Tuesday. We have an overnight hotel on the way up, overnight hotel on the way back.
So that it's not such a long drive.
Right. It includes 8 meals. So
That's awesome.
continental breakfast each morning and 3 other dinners, so you don't have to buy too many
So
dinners
you
on
just
your
put
own.
a few dollars in your pocket
Very
and
good
you can go
trip.
and have a wonderful time.
Yes,
There's
it is.
so much to see in Washington, D.C. Do y'all go to Arlington?
Yes, we are
You
going
go
to
up to
Arlington.
Arlington.
And going to
That's
Truman's, President Truman's place, birthplace,
Fantastic.
on the way back. So, there's a lot to do. It's just so much to see that I
How
couldn't
many
even
people
remember.
can you take on the tour?
I can take 55, but I usually hold it back a little bit. If someone gets sick and you don't have an empty seat, or someone's got a medical problem and they have to change a seat,
Then you
and you've got a full bus, then you're in trouble. So
Right.
I try to hold, 1 or 2 seats, but
so in case you need it. Do you have to pay a deposit And by what time would that
I need a
deposit?
deposit in. I've got to send my deposit off December the 15th.
Okay, so
and
if
then the
anybody
balance,
wants to go, how much is the deposit?
$75.
Okay, so if you want to go on that trip, put your $75 down. If you drop dead, I guess you lose the $75.
If you don't have the insurance.
I'm sorry.
No,
You have insurance, right?
we would refund it back to the.
You wouldn't really need it.
No.
Well, the $75 you did get back anyway.
Yeah.
We have
I think that's a fair deal.
We have a new class at the senior center, and
What
that
is
is
that?
wood carving.
Awesome. Who's doing that?
I don't know the guy's name. I have not met him yet.
Kelton is his first name.
I believe so. Hilton
Garner.
Garner.
Oh,
He used to be a
Kelton
principal.
Garner. Yeah.
He used to be a principal.
He's awesome.
Okay.
And he's leading that class? And how
Yes.
much is that? Is that expensive?
It's
No.
free.
Or you just come in with a piece of wood?
You just come in with a piece of wood and your knife.
I love it.
And be careful, don't cut
Don't-
yourself.
yeah.
Yeah. I would start
And
on
when
a
is
piece
that?
of soap.
When is that happening?
That's on Wednesdays at 1 o'clock.
Yep.
That is awesome. Kelton Garner, a lot of people know him.
Oh, yeah.
Come to the center and pick up a calendar.
Okay.
And
you'll
that
know
will,
what all's going on
Yeah,
all the
that will
time.
tell you what's going on, and then you can get a newsletter for $12 a year.
Okay.
And that comes out every month, and that tells you everything, the specials that's going on,
need to know.
plus the regulars.
I need to get over there. I haven't done that lately.
Yeah.
I love these outfits, by the way. I have to ask, is that your hair?
No.
Because it's awesome. I'll bet the kids love the outfits.
Oh, they do.
And anybody loves the outfits.
You
But
walk in, and of course they're not expecting anybody. And they walk in and see these outfits, and their little eyes get about that big, and
Yeah.
smiles come. It's worth every minute
do
of it.
these different pieces, like this piece around your neck and everything, does that mean something special?
Oh, this is just a choker. I made this one out of air pipes, and these are plastic bear claws, and then there's a mussel shell off the riverbank, and then there's a rattlesnake rattle I killed years ago. That's
Oh, you
left
have
of
that
it.
in there.
That's in there, and they just different decorations and ornaments.
Well, it's a wonderful outfit, and I think it's so great that you've come to us today dressed in costume.
And I think you do go to schools, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Both of you?
Well, they're
I
going to
used-
Cascade, didn't you say
Going
today?
to Cascade when I leave here. I went to Hillsboro last week. I used to go to Tullahoma all the time, but over the years and being sick a little bit, and they're sort of lost out. But if they call and I can work it in, I'll go.
You'll
But-
still go.
Oh, right.
Well, I love it. I think
I
it's
do.
wonderful.
I
Have
love
we
that
told
too.
everything we're supposed to tell?
Everything that they gave me this morning, yes. Don't forget the fundraisers. The board is the one that's selling the tickets. So
Okay.
you can call the center and you
And the
can get
tickets
them from
are
the center.
there. You can go by
Yes.
and pick up the
Yes.
tickets
Yes.
and call 2504 anytime to find out. I think it's amazing how much the Senior Center throughout Coffee County does for, what do you have to be a senior?
You have to be 50 years old.
Okay, that seems easy.
That's it.
Easy for me.
That's it. That's it. Be 50 years old
50
and
years
just
old
come on to
and
the
you can
center
just
and
come on in.
Yeah, and eat with us and I
So
think
people have no excuse to have nothing to do.
Right.
There's
That's right.
always something to do.
Stay active.
And it's so important to get off the couch.
Yes, it is. Yes.
I should know.
And turn off the TV, but not for this show.
Not for this show, right. Keep it on until this is over, and then go get involved. Go do something fun, right?
There you go.
You make it fun, friend.
Well,
I
I love
appreciate
it.
all you do. I know you're a volunteer.
Yes.
You guys are volunteers.
Oh, yeah.
And you're giving your time, and there's always space for more volunteers. So support your senior center. Call up if you have a specialty. Offer to do it. Don't just hold it to yourself.
Yeah.
I love you guys. Thanks for coming.
It helps
Thank
you
you
right
for
here.
having us.
It does. It helps you right here. I love you, friend. Come back.
Love you. Okay.
Miss Peggy,
Come back.
enjoyed it.
Come back. Take care of that baby. We'll be back with more of Tulla of Living.
I'm Lori Thompson.
And I'm Mike Thompson, and we own Thompson Ford in Tullahoma, Tennessee. Lori and I bought the dealership back. It's on Highway 55. Same dealership that we had for 10 years. Look forward to serving you for another 10. Thank you to the community. Thank you for allowing us to be here for the last 15 years. Thank you for having us raise our family here.
Thank you for all your support.
It's been a great place. It's a great place to live. Look forward to living here. Put me in the ground here. I'd be proud to do it. God bless America, and God bless Tennessee.
Our office used to look like this, but now with my paper-free office from R.J. Young, it's easy. We've made all of our files electronic, and stored them in our virtual filing cabinet, which gave us tons of space. And Bob here, a big promotion. Melissa can pull files in minutes and spends hours on Facebook. And Kyle's confidential files stay confidential.
We're not totally paper-free, right?
My paper-free office from R.J. Young. It's that easy.
Wherever good can overcome, that is where your contributions to the Salvation Army go.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, this is the time of year we have all types of shopping experiences going on, and we were just talking recently about shopping small, and that's going to your local area, town stores and vendors and spending money at home, and don't go to the big box stores and spend money here with small business. Part of this show today is going to show you about how to do that, and a little bit later on we have the folks from the Merchants at Coker's that are coming on with us. But right now I want to take you to the Fine Arts Center, because you know, a lot of our artists and people in this area who are members of the Arts Center create things, and there's a little store at the Arts Center where you can go down there and buy a piece of art or something that's done by a craftsperson, and help the Arts Center by doing that and give a piece of art for Christmas. So let's go to that video. Gray, and I'm at the Tullahoma Fine Arts Center, and seeing as how this coming Saturday is Shop Small, November the 26th, I want you to see some of the things that are available at the Fine Arts Center store, and everything from prints to cookbooks, all kinds of nice things. This is a store that's in the center room at the Fine Arts Center, where members have things on display here, and they're for sale. Pottery, nice looking pottery. Woodwork, some of the woodworkers have left art down here for sale, and all this is available for you for your Christmas holiday shopping. And it's a great place to come and look for different types of gifts, and everything from small prints to wood carvings. There's some of Hal Broyles things here. Wonderful, wonderful work. You know, different things, and it's a neat place to come and look. And there's a pair of shoes, another wooden bowl, and there's you can buy large prints, original artwork, small prints, and everything from there's some of Michael Bush's work right there. And then there are ornaments that are here historically at the Fine Arts Center that you can purchase. Here's some of Jim House's work up here. So there's everything from the large to the small that can be bought at the Fine Arts Center. I want to show you some of these wonderful walnut wine corks, and this one has a, let's see, where a Susan B. Anthony coin in the top of it, and that's by one of our Tullahoma artisans right there. There's numerous of those. There's wood cut right there by a Tullahoma artisan, and there's all kinds of books on wildflowers, books on history, discovering artwork, wonderful ornaments that are done throughout the years of businesses and old homes in Tullahoma. There's coffee cups, and then again there's more wooden objects and more ornaments. And then there's some of Becky's art up there. It's Becky Shelton, who does art in a different way by reclaiming things and turning them into art. There's glass work down here in the window. I don't know if you can see that quite as well as you should be able to. And then again, different prints from different folks, member art. And this stuff is priced, you know, very, very affordably for what you might want to do, and give something different this Christmas. Give a piece of art. Give something original that's done by someone locally. Look at this. What a great thing to give someone that's a blues guy. And then over here I found something on this shelf, and of course look at that wonderful bowl down there. And that's a print at the Art Center that is being sold for $1, an original print. So give the Art Center a try this year. Teddy bears. And there's some wood crafting that's been left down here by the woodcrafters for sale. Wonderful wooden things, wooden bowls, plates. And then again, there's prints that are things that have been done by members, things that are for sale at the Art Center at a very, very reasonable price. So come give it a look. The Art Center's open from 12 o'clock until 4 o'clock, Tuesday through Saturday. So come see us at the Art Center and see if you can find a Christmas present this year, something a little bit different at the Tullahoma Fine Arts Center. Don't forget there's also jewelry at the Tullahoma Fine Arts Center. And what a wonderful selection there is. Now folks, you can come down here at any time, Tuesday through Saturday from noon until 4 o'clock and make a selection from this wonderful cabinet full of handmade, handcrafted, beautiful silver jewelry that is just out of this world. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that piece right there. There it is right there. Look at that. Would that not make a wonderful Christmas gift for someone? Tullahoma Fine Arts Center. Even Abraham Lincoln shops at the Tullahoma Fine Arts Center. Why don't you?
There's one place women of all ages can find the care they need, the Women's Center at Harton Regional Medical Center. We're a full-service women's center with comprehensive obstetrical and gynecological surgery. Our excellent customer satisfaction rate is a reflection of our commitment to excellence. To serve you even better, we've now remodeled our facility. Our family-friendly birth center features private labor, delivery, and recovery suites. For every stage of your life, we're there for you. The Women's Center at Harton Regional Medical Center.
Get Tullahoma's news first, fast, and free with Tullahoma's News Leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Jimmy and Jenny bring you local weather, sports, community calendar events, birth announcements, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Tullahoma's news, get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
When you see the sign, The Main Event, take a close look inside at a hair studio that offers services by some of the best master stylists in Middle Tennessee. These stylists offer a list of services that compete with large city salons, from trendy cuts for men, women, and children to the latest color techniques, including highlights and bold color accents. Other services offered include permanent hair weaving and relaxing to formal hairstyle for that special occasion. You can also give yourself a very special treat with a full makeover, including full body waxing. For your convenience, we are open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until the last client leaves happy. Call and make your appointment at 931-571-8682 or stop by our Tullahoma location at 207 North Jackson Street. Pamper yourself at The Main Event today.
How long has it been since you raced a cheetah? Are your tornado creating skills getting rusty? Tired of being the only one in your neighborhood who hasn't built a dinosaur? Sounds like it's time to visit the Hands-On Science Center. The Hands-On Science Center is an indoor science playground. In this museum, please touch is the rule. Join us for weekly science demonstrations on space, lasers, lizards, rocks, and a whole lot more. No two visits are ever the same, so visit often to see our ever-changing exhibits and demonstrations. The Hands-On Science Center, 101 Mitchell Boulevard in Tullahoma.
Hello, I'm Benny Garrick, and this portion of the show is called Coffee County Memories and More. Today with me is my co-host David Pennington, the county mayor, and we have a special guest. David, I'm going to let you do the introduction, since you've known her longer than I have.
Well, I've known her, what, maybe 4 or 5 months longer than you?
Yeah.
Well, today we have Georgette Jones with us, and she is the daughter of George Jones and Tammy Winnett. The only daughter, matter of fact, right? The only child.
Yes.
And Georgette lives in the Manchester area. We won't tell you where for obvious reasons.
Yes, we actually, I just got married October the 29th.
And I recognized an accent in your husband's voice.
Yes, he likes to say South Texas, but he's actually from England. So.
England.
Yeah, tell them where you got married at, though, because I attended the wedding. It was a beautiful wedding.
We got married in the Country Music Hall of Fame. It's a very special place for us because music is what brought my husband Jamie and I together, and both my parents are in the Hall of Fame, and we felt like it was just a really nice place for us to be able to have our wedding, so it was exciting to get to have it there.
Well, I've never known anybody that got married there.
Well, now you do.
Now I do. Tell us about what you do for a living.
Well, I was talking to the mayor here a little while ago. We were discussing that for 17 years I worked full-time as a registered nurse before I went into music full-time. But I've been singing with one or both of my parents since I was 3 years old, and always had a love for music and for songwriting. And in the last 2 years, I finally had the opportunity to make my own CD and to start touring on my own. And so I'm now full-time into singing. So it's been great. It's been a wonderful last couple of years.
Now you've toured Europe?
I have Europe and Ireland. We're going to Japan and hopefully China next year, and back to Europe and Ireland again this next year.
Now,
so.
how do you entertain the Chinese? You just do it in Tennessee language, and they just have to pick up on it?
Yes, actually, a lot of the places we go, many of the people there don't speak an awful lot of English, but when you watch them, when you're singing the songs, they love traditional country music, and they will sing along every word in English. They may not know what it means, I guess, but they sing along with everything. They really do enjoy it, and it's nice to see that.
Yeah, some of the obvious questions that we'd like to know are, what was it like growing up with famous parents?
Well, I think for me, it's a little bit difficult to answer only because they've always just been mom and dad to me. Gosh, Mom certainly was a regular mom like anyone else. We had chores to do, and I got grounded and got in trouble when I didn't do them. And, you know, she was strict on us to make sure we, you know, learned how to take care of ourselves and made good grades, that sort of thing. So really a normal kind of childhood in one aspect, but I guess I'd be telling a story if I didn't say it was different. As I got older, I realized how special it was that we got to travel a lot and that we got to meet a lot of extraordinary people that obviously we never would have had the opportunity to do had it not been for the jobs that my parents have. But so we've been very blessed and fortunate to travel to some really wonderful places and meet some great people.
That's you've also wrote a book too, haven't you?
I did. Patsy Bell Cox was an absolutely wonderful writer. She wrote other books like Loretta Lynn, Garth Brooks, Tanya Tucker, Pat Benatar, many other books other than mine. I could not have possibly done it without her, and I'm very sorry to say Patsy passed away just in the last couple of weeks, but she was a wonderful woman and helped me write a book that was very important to me, and it came out July the 5th of this last year, so it's been out just for 4 months.
And you said you had a quick book signing because you had to go back on tour.
We did.
Where all did you do the signing?
We started off in New York City, and then we also went to Kansas, Missouri, Mississippi, and then some in Nashville.
In 5 days.
And yes, we did. We did all of that in less than a week, and then headed over to Europe for a month. So it was very quick, but it was an awful lot of fun. It was really nice.
If someone wants to buy your book or your CD, is there a place that they can go and?
Yes, if you want the book, Books A Million and Barnes & Noble, I think, sell them, but you can definitely get them online on Amazon.com. As far as my CDs are concerned, if they would go to my website, which is GeorgetteJonesMusic.com or just GeorgetteJones.com, either one will get you to the page, and I hope that they will. I hope they'll listen to some music, and hopefully they'll like it.
Well, they gotta like what you sing. I'm telling
you.
It's the real music.
Yeah, the real country music.
Yeah.
And what brought you to the Manchester area?
Well, you know, we had actually been overseas. Jamie being from England, we had spent almost 6 months in England before coming back home, and during that time we had given up our apartment while we were gone, waiting on getting some things done there to come back home. And we knew that we would need to find a place when we got back, and we started talking to some friends of ours. Charlie Allen and Diane Delana lived in Manchester during that time, and they were telling us how much they loved where they lived and that we should come and visit them when we got home and see if we liked it. And we did. We stayed with them for about a week and started looking at properties and met the mayor here and several other of our new friends. And really everybody there is just so friendly and helpful, and you just kind of feel like you're already part of your own little family there. So it was really nice. We love it there.
Well, it's good to have you in this area.
Well, thank you.
Let's see, Georgette, what do you want to talk about?
Yeah.
Well,
we've been leading you into stuff. You just, we're going to give you a few minutes. Anything particular you want? Oh, when you was talking about growing up as a child, you need to tell them about, you had a motorcycle, didn't you?
I did have a motorcycle.
Was you like a little tomboy when you was growing up?
I was the biggest tomboy ever. I mean, really, to put on high heels or a dress or makeup some days is still a chore for me. I'd much rather be outside doing something, anything, riding four-wheelers or something. But yeah, I definitely was a tomboy. I had a motorcycle, still have my motorcycle license, although becoming a nurse kind of did make me a little bit more anxious about being on a motorcycle. But and you have to be certainly very careful and cautious. But they are a lot of fun if you watch your safety and you do mind yourself on them.
Now, you did live in Florida for a while too, didn't you?
I did. Well,
how was that? Did you like Florida?
I loved it.
That's when you was younger, right?
Yes, I graduated high school there. I graduated about a year early. I took 11th and 12th grade at the same time. Wanted to go ahead and go to college, so I graduated when I was 16, and I had lived in Florida from the time I was 12 until I was 16. But you kind of take the beach for granted, I think, when you live next to it. So since I've moved away, I do miss the beach. It was a beautiful place, but
well, there's nothing like water, whether it be the beach, the river, the lakes.
Yeah. Exactly, as long as it's water.
It's calming, isn't it, to be just around something like that?
It is, most definitely. But no, I remember when I got my motorcycle, I was 14, and I asked my mom for a black Yamaha 180. I wanted, that's exactly what I wanted. So I got a red Honda scooter.
Probably about a 50cc.
It was. I think if I went downhill, maybe doing a Fred Flintstone, I might have got it to about 50 or 55 miles an hour. But that probably was the best thing for me at 14. So it was. I loved it. It was a lot of fun.
Shoot, I've always had my motorcycle license too. I started out with of course, you probably don't know what this is. You're way too young, but it was a Whizzer motorbike. You pedaled it to get it started. You remember them, don't you?
Oh, yes.
And then I stepped up and got a Cushman, or Allstate Cruiser, then a Cushman. So I was
Cushman scooter.
Then I got a brand new 80 Yamaha in 1965 from Mr. Wells. I love those Yamahas.
I know, they're nice. See, that's why I begged. I wanted one so bad. But I think Mom thought that was probably the safest thing for me, to get something smaller and not to give me something too powerful.
I'll tell you something about her, too. She gets to do a lot of cruises, Benny. She goes on cruises all the time. Of course, she has to perform on them, don't she?
You're part of the entertainment
I have
on cruise
to admit that is one of the perks. I get to sing for a living, for one, which is, I mean, I already love that. It's a wonderful thing to get to do something you enjoy so much for a living. But we have 2 cruises coming up that we're going to be a part of. One in December with Vicki Piles, Heart of Country Cruises. James Otto, Billy Yates, myself, and Julie Roberts are going to be on a Carnival cruise from December the 10th through the 15th. And then in January, the record label that I'm with, Heart of Texas, is doing a country cruise. I'm also out of Galveston, Texas, and it's going to be from January the 15th to the 22nd. And it's all the different people on the label there: Johnny Bush and Tony Booth and Daryl McCall and Justin Trevino, many of the Texas artists that I work with.
You've had an interesting life, and it continues on.
It's not boring.
No, not
we,
at all.
We stay busy. That's a good thing.
I'm glad that I had the opportunity to meet you.
Oh, me too.
Well, you and your family have been very good to us. So
well,
I've been very helpful and very sweet to us.
Well, I don't know. You wish, that people would just treat you normal. I guess most people do.
Well, I was about to say your son certainly treats us normal. He kicks our rear end at the gym. He's going to get us in the shaker before too long.
He's kind of rough on you, though, isn't he?
He doesn't take it easy on you. I think it's kind of like a drill sergeant with a smile. He's got a great attitude. He's a lot of fun.
Of course, your husband's in good shape. I mean, he must work out pretty
regularly. And you're saying I'm not in good shape?
No, you are.
Is that what you're saying?
I think you're.
I'm picking.
We're going to put you in some kind of contest.
Careful, David.
Powerlifting contest or something.
Oh, I would break my arms and legs trying to do anything like that. I watch what Brian and Anna and several other people do out there at that gym, and it amazes me.
Yeah, I was out there the other day and she was benching 315 or something.
Yes, I mean seriously, I would not want to make her upset. I wouldn't want to get on her bad side.
Georgette,
that would be wrong.
It's good to have you on here. Thanks for coming, David.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
We better sign off.
And for the record, she is in good shape.
I'm just looking at you.
Citizens Tri-County Bank has the checking, loans, savings, and traditional banking services you want. Plus free internet banking and bill pay, bank your change, Visa gift card, and lots more state-of-the-art banking services. We focus on the service and services you want. So you can bank when, where, and how you want. At our offices or from just about anywhere. Citizens Tri-County Bank, the only community bank you'll ever need.
The highest standard of trust offers a sense of safety and comfort. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of trust in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
This is for my daddy and the chips. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn early light what's up proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming?
At Charter, we're connecting military families with free webcams and the fastest, most reliable internet speeds. Get your webcam at charter.com/canyouSee.
I miss you, Daddy.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm large, shop small. You got that? Not just Saturday, but as far as I'm concerned, every day. But Saturday the 26th is Shop Small Day, and we have a great example of small shops right here with us today. We have Lisa Walker and Russ Cradle with the Cokers and the merchants at Cokers, and this is the perfect example of shopping small, isn't it?
It really is, John. I mean, it's a great concept, and there's about, 34 businesses, I believe, under one roof or two roofs for the back buildings, and it's turned out to be a great concept.
Well, what Russ has done is, of course, he took the old Coca-Cola building, as you folks, many of you know, and it remodeled that, and it's gone through several transitions, and there have been shops there and businesses there, and now it's sort of a deuce mixture of, there are some shops there, but then the merchants is a really neat idea that you see happening in a lot of places, and this is a great example. And Lisa here is my neighbor who lives across the street from me on Autumn Lane, and she is also the manager of the merchants.
That's correct.
And things are going well so far.
Yes, it is. We are very pleased with the amount of people that we're having in there, and we have new people every day. It's a great idea for individuals to have the opportunity to open small businesses without having the overhead of renting a huge building.
And what we're going to do is we're going to start showing you some video of the building, and we'll continue to talk, but you don't have to rent a whole room. You can rent a corner.
Right.
You know, they're booth spaces, and it's sort of like antique malls have been doing this for a long time, where you can go in a building that's under one roof, and there's a management team, which is what Lisa is here, the manager, and then you can put your stuff in there, and it's inventoried. And then as something sells, they bring it up to the front to the cashier, and that person who owns that space, you know, it's written, I'm sure you have a master list, that goes off, and they get credit for what they've sold, and they don't have to be there all day.
That's right. And then there's about 24 different merchants, and they have a central checkout location for everyone to come and pay for their goods. And so someone can own a booth for the size of, you know, 3 foot by 4 foot, or we can do larger booths. It fits really well in these economic times, and it complements the existing shops that were already there as far as the classic clearance shoes.
See, I love the decorations around the doors. Now, this is a good example. You go in this room right here, and there's doll clothes. Over here is Cajun food that's being presented there, which is great because I'm a Cajun, and I'm so glad to see a corner with Cajun spices and Cajun foods. And that's works of wonder there. There's doll clothes there that people have, different candles, cards. But one person might just have that shelf space right there, right?
That's correct.
And it's just, I don't know, it's really neat. And being over there the other day, the place is just teeming with activity.
Well, and we've also been very fortunate to have a new cafe open up. Yesterday was its official opening, and it's called the Alpine Chateau Cafe, and it has a European American cuisine, and it's very nice. And it complements the existing stores very well, and it's going to bring a lot of traffic into the building. And we're just really pleased with the mix of stores that we have, the salons and nail and hair salons, and the shoe store, and all the 24, 25 different merchants.
Western stuff, Arizona type stuff. You know,
that
like
is Laura's Loft.
Like that kind of stuff right there.
So we're just really pleased with all the offerings.
Hot peppers. I love those hot peppers. You can tell I zoomed in on them. That great. Tupperware. Where do you go to find Tupperware? At the merchants at Coker's. Look at that. Every kind of Tupperware in the world.
Well, and it's become a location for a lot of offerings. I mean, there's a lot of different things there, and that's what's really nice about it. You can find, you know, just about anything for Christmas, or have lunch, or have your hair done, have your nails done. There's even a massage therapist in the building. And
so if you get tired of shopping and you hurt so bad from all your buying, you can just go get a massage before you go home.
That's right.
That's really pretty cool.
And there's actually a radio station broadcasting from the top of the building. And we've got a photography studio moving in upstairs, and a couple other office-type environments that are moving in.
Classic clearance from Clayton Shoes. Just all kinds of things going on there. Look at that. Isn't that neat? That's part of the stock, I guess, from...
That's part of Salon Allures.
Right.
Linda and Gina Wagner's. But it's just very unique. I mean,
there's Melissa's space right there.
That's right.
It was just a perfect fit for the open spaces that we had, and like I said before, the economic conditions really made it a perfect fit.
And you can go eat. Building's full of great stuff, great people there operating it. And now we're located, this is located for you folks that are watching out of Tullahoma. This is located on Wilson Avenue in Tullahoma, which is the road that leads to Lynchburg. That highway is what, 55? 55. It's right around the corner, across from, right next door to Wendy's. Everybody knows Wendy's, and right across the street from our studio.
That's right.
So you can go in there, and Lisa, the phone number ends in 8444. What are the first three numbers?
571.
571-8444 is the phone number there at the merchants at Coker's. And as you can see, there's just everything you can imagine in there, from Avon products to hats. We all love our hats.
Right.
Look at that.
There's Imagine It has actually opened up a little booth inside the vault for all the knitting supplies.
I got just look at those boot toppers. I thought that was pretty cool. That's a sock with a top on it where you can put it and wear it to where your boots look like they have fur on
with any boot. Yes.
So we have utilized just about every possible space for booth. So we're really thrilled with the concept, and we have more and more people calling, wanting more space. So that's a good problem to have.
That's a very good problem to have, and the shelves are loaded right now because it's time to buy. There's Katie Ishii, she's selling a book, and look at all those candles there. You know, so folks, you can just jewelry. You can get anything you want at the merchants at Coker's. And there's the Alpine Chateau Cafe, and there's their menu. Right there, you need to stop in there and see those folks.
Very, very good food.
There we are. You know, now, that is a whirlwind tour, isn't it?
That is.
And, but we just want you, all of you folks out there, to remember, you know, this lovely lady right here, she's over there to get you taken care of for your holiday shopping. And this fella right here, Russ, is one of those guys that without folks like him taking the steps entrepreneurially that he's done in this town, a lot of small towns wouldn't have the businesses they do. He's to be congratulated, and we all should help these folks support our local small town economy.
Thank you.
That's right.
It's what keeps this country. It's what keeps this country growing and going. It's the backbone, and it's us, folks.
That's right. Keeps
helping
our neighbors
and
employed.
our friends.
Keeps our neighbors employed.
That's right.
So.
We appreciate you both very much
Thank
for
you for
being
having
here.
us.
I
We
know
really
you need to go
appreciate it.
open up.
That's right.
And Russ, again,
Thank you
I've
very
told
much,
you this
John.
before, but thank you for what you've done
my
in
pleasure.
our town.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good luck, dear.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. Go get them.
Okay.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Jay Gregory invites you to spend part of your holiday season in Bell Buckle this year. The merchants at Southern Charm make gift buying easy, offering Jay Jordan's quality clothing and other designer fashions, pad rags, Silly Cow chocolate, shabby chic homemade distressed furniture, antiques, jellies, jams, and a gourmet food line from the world-famous Bell Buckle Cafe. And speaking of the Bell Buckle Cafe, make sure you stop by and enjoy some of Tennessee's best home-style cooking. If over some pork or a great dessert, you think of your upcoming event, go see Martha at the Bell Buckle Banquet and Recital Hall. Wedding, banquet, company party, business meeting, or just a group of friends getting together to have some fun. Martha can help you set a menu, decide on decorations, and ensure your event is successfully delivered in a big town way with small town charm. Jay Gregory has given you an invitation, so visit Southern Charm, the Bell Buckle Cafe, and the Bell Buckle Banquet Hall this holiday season. Visit Bell Buckle. Give yourself a gift.
All I have to do to think about what I was physically before and what I am now, and I don't ever want to go back to that original situation.
The overall mission of the rehab team is always what is best for the patient and how we can facilitate maximum potential from every resident.
Well, the most important thing to me is that I'm allowed to do whatever I want to do, you know.
Everyday miracles at Life Care Centers of America.
Recently, South Jackson Civic Center, with the help of Catherine Murray, presented a tribute to Michael Jackson. And one of Cindy DeCasta's students from the skills class at Tullahoma High School sang in this production. And we are so thrilled today to present D'Angelo Brown performing one of Michael's songs.
Since 1985, Life Communications and Security has been a household word in Middle Tennessee, mainly because people trust and believe in Life Communications and Securities in the work they do. Led by owner Jeff Wooten, LCS has continued to grow and earn the support of their many customers. When we ask businesses and homeowners who they put their trust in, these are the answers we receive.
Tommy Anderton with Traders Bank. When it comes to security and communications, we call Life Communications.
For all of our security needs at First Vision Bank, we call Life Communications. Life Communications is a small investment for us to take care of our major investment.
Knowing this, why would you ever call anyone else for your security or communications needs? Call Life Communications and Security at 931-455-9016 or 1-866-535-9016. That's Life Communications and Security.
I'm Marley Matlin for the American Red Cross. In an emergency, infants and children can't always tell you what's wrong. Being able to read critical signs and knowing how to respond can make all the difference. The Red Cross offers infant and child CPR training, where you can learn how to recognize and respond to respiratory and cardiac emergencies. Visit www.redcross.org or call 1-800-HELP-NOW. Together, we can save a life.
Around for things other people get right away just doesn't make much sense. Get high-speed Charter internet and enjoy downloads way faster than DSL.
Hello and welcome back to Just Plain Living. I'm Lauren Foster with the great honor of being with Diane Bryant.
Good to be here.
It's so awesome, and I love your purple.
Oh, thank you.
She used to have this absolutely gorgeous, awesome spa, and everything was purple. Every time I hear the word Olympia, I think of Diane in purple.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Diane is our chamber chick, the chamber diva from the Chamber of Commerce.
Now we've moved from chick to diva.
Chick to diva, yeah. We're going to upgrade you for the holidays.
That's like that. Well, I like that.
And Diane always has great stuff to tell us about, so I'll just let you do it.
Well, you know what time of the year it is when you say holidays.
Shop, shop, shop.
It's shop, shop, shop time. And we've already spent a few minutes talking about it, but I do want to do an additional plug for Shop Small, which is coming up this Saturday, November the 26th. You know, obviously, you know, we have Black Friday, we have Cyber Monday, but the American Express last year really kicked off this Shop Small Business Saturday with a real strong emphasis to get out there and support your local businesses. And the whole gist of it is to pick a local business that's one of your favorites and make a point to go purchase something from them on that Saturday.
Which is this coming Saturday, right after Black Friday.
Right, it is the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So this is their second annual celebration of this event, and they have been doing an incredible job of promoting it, and basically we at the Chamber have been trying to get the websites out to our businesses so that if they can try to take advantage of some of the tools that American Express is making available for them to help make that day very successful. You know, but I think the thing that we need to all keep in mind is, you know, the small businesses of our communities are the job creators, and you know they represent, you know, the people that give back to their community, that invest in their community, and that are invested in their community. And it's extremely important to think about supporting them. And by shopping small with our small businesses on that Saturday, out of every dollar that you spend locally, 68 cents of that dollar stays local.
Wow.
So when you start talking about economic impact,
That's
you know,
huge.
it's huge. It really adds up. So, you know, I want to encourage everybody to get out there and to support our local merchants and to shop small on Small Saturday.
That's a really excellent idea. Is it appropriate? John was talking in the opening about something that FedEx is offering with gift cards. Is that something that you know about that's appropriate to?
You know, we really worked hard on this shop small, and so I'm not up on what FedEx is encouraging.
Okay, well, it's the same thing. They're giving a $25 American Express gift card to use towards.
Right. No, that's a part of it, and I didn't realize FedEx was involved in it. So
it might not be. John could be wrong.
Okay. I think American Express is doing that, and that is in the information that we have sent out to people how you would qualify for that.
Okay, so check Facebook and look up the Tullahoma Area Chamber of Commerce and like it, and go and look at those awesome tips that are
right.
there
And we've got that on our Facebook site, and like you say, we want to encourage everybody, if there's if you want to start a conversation about a particular business that's your favorite, that you're going to get out there and support, go ahead and get it started. So that'll work. And on that note, another thing that is really so cool about the small businesses of our community is, to a lot of them, the biggest event that they participate in all year is the Christmas parade. You know, this is the thing that just blows my mind with this parade, how many of our small businesses put floats and put entries into the parade. And it's such a great way to give back to the community, such a great way to promote their business. I mean, with stations like yours and others that record this and then play it over and over again throughout the holidays, you know, it's just a great way for people to promote their business. So
is it too late to be involved this year?
I'll be honest with you, we've had 4 people call this morning, and we're going to go ahead and work them in front of Santa. We've got a few finishing touches to the lineup that we're going to do this afternoon after our coffee. Our entries are up 10% from last year, so I'm really excited about that. And of course, we want to be as inclusive as possible, so we do want people to get out there. Obviously, we've got to get the tabloid together that, you know, the lineup comes out in the Tullahoma News ahead of time, and all the sponsors, and we do need more sponsors. That is the one thing that we are lacking with this parade, and we do need more sponsors. So I do want to encourage everyone that if you haven't given or donated to the Christmas parade, that now is a great time to call the office and just go ahead and let us know what your commitment is, and then we can get the signage and the promotion that would follow it, and then we can worry about collecting the money later.
Okay, let's go ahead and get that number up on the screen just for convenience sake.
That's a good idea.
What is it?
It is 455-5497.
5497, and our sharp guys in the studio will get it the first time, I'm certain.
Wonderful. If not, we can tell them again.
We can tell them again.
That's right. If not, we can tell them again. But the parade is going to be so exciting. Obviously, it's December the 2nd, which is the first Friday of December. We've got all this balmy weather out there, and we all know it's going to be cold on that Friday.
Traditionally, the coldest night of the year.
You know, so anyway, whatever. And, you know, we are so thrilled. Several things are happening this year that are kind of because of our Grand Marshal. Our Grand Marshal is Katie Brock, which Katie is a graduate of Tullahoma High School, and Katie's been very involved in our local community. Katie was actually in the parade last year. She was, let's see if I can get this title correct. So there is a new, okay, here we go. It's what used to be the Junior Miss contest, and it's now Distinguished Young Woman's contest.
I understand your difficulty.
I know. And so she was the title holder for the state of Tennessee last year, and that's why she was in the parade. But this year, she is the title holder for the entire country. So she is, you know, the title holder for the entire country.
Tullahoma shining star.
That's right. That's right. And you know, all of this happened right when she was getting ready to go off to college, the University of Tennessee. And so this is going to be kind of a chance for our community to really celebrate her and really be able to reach out and congratulate her on this great accomplishment. So what we've done, South Jackson Civic Center has stepped up, and because Katie and her family were so involved in the performing arts, they want to have our little reception that we have honoring the Grand Marshal. So we've moved the tree lighting to the grounds of South Jackson. So that will go on at 5:30, and the public is invited. We want everyone to come turn out. Katie will throw the switch and light the tree. The Tullahoma High School Brass Ensemble will be there to provide music. I hear rumor there might be some caroling, and so there's just all kinds of Christmassy things started. And then we will go into South Jackson, and there will be a reception there. Lots of food, warm drink, and just the ability to visit with Katie and and say hello and just, you know, congratulate her on her accomplishments.
Very much
Then we'll motor her back down to closer to Lauderdale and get her in her car and get the parade ready to go. So
now, what is the parade route?
The parade route starts at the corner of Lauderdale and South Jackson and continues on to Big Springs Road. So it pulls into Big Springs, and then that gives us the ability to use the Tullahoma High School parking lot to have everybody, you know, get everybody off their floats and all that kind of good stuff.
Disassemble the parade.
That's right. That's right. That's right. So anyway, it's always, it's just so magical, and there are so many neat entries and so many people that have really stepped up to help us. We do need some additional volunteers, so if anyone is not already helping with a float and needing to be on a float and work with a float, then we want to encourage them to call the chamber office and come help us from a volunteer standpoint. We need a lot of help, along the parade route. So that's kind of, we're dividing it up into quadrants. So if
what
anyone,
exactly will your volunteers do?
Basically, the volunteers really try to keep the crowd out of the street, and that's an important thing, because when you're in the parade, you realize, you know, if you've got a single car coming along, that's one thing, but then all of a sudden you've got a wide float, it's another, or a Tonka truck or something of that sort, or a band, and so you need to make sure that there's not obstacles called people, you know, in the street for the people that are coming through with the floats.
For their safety as well. You don't want to be
for everybody.
Run over or marched
it's right.
over.
Yeah, this sounds like a country music star's song, so we really don't want to get that started for sure. So, but anyway, we need help with that, and then also, you know, the command station is in between Hart and Realty and Smith and Fuel. Orthodontist, and that area is just where the parade starts, all coming together from about 3:30 on that Friday on. So lots of opportunities for everyone, but I do want to extend that invitation to come and be a part of the tree lighting and be a part of saying hello to Katie at South Jackson. And also another thing that we're doing, this is the second time we've done this is another one of those number twos, is we have a lot of our civic organizations that have decided to put up booths to sell hot chocolate, chili. One of the groups is actually selling scarves, I think, just, you know, to keep people warm.
That's a great idea.
It is. And
raising money for their organizations.
Exactly. Raising money for their organizations and being along the parade route.
Okay. A really, really great time and a great opportunity to support your community and bring us all together. A really great time of year.
Yes, yes.
And you get to visit with our Shining Star, Katie. So show up on the 2nd. Anytime after 3:30, 5:30 at the Civic Center.
There you go.
Okay.
5:30 is the magic time.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being with us, Diane.
Good to be here.
And y'all stay there. We're going to be right back with more Just Plain Living after this.
How can toys like these lead to a 6-year-old's death and leave another child permanently brain damaged? Because they're not toys at all. A safety message from your local fire department and this station.
Oh, there's my cat. Should I put her away?
Lighten it up a little bit.
How's this? Great.
Good. There we go.
So you've been meaning to do something healthy, commune with nature, get outdoors, and meet new people. We have the perfect solution. Come hike with us. You can find a Tennessee Trails Association chapter near you, including Clarksville, Columbia Franklin, Cove Lake, Highland Rim, Jackson, Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Martin Weakley, Memphis, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Plateau at Crossville, Rugby in the Big South Fork, and Upper Cumberland. We're on the web at TennesseeTrails.org. It's fun, it's stress-free, and it's good for you. See you on the trails.
A lot of stuff.
Julia said we are the stars of Tullahoma.
I think she said that in jest.
I know, but
really
I still liked it. You know, you don't have to mean compliments. They
Exactly.
they have the same effect even if they're lies.
Exactly. Exactly. They do.
This little polka dot book here is from the Flower Shop, and we can never thank the Flower Shop enough for what they've done for us through the years here at Channel 6. And this is their holiday open house. Savories and sweets.
Oh, it's a recipe book.
This is a recipe book of all the things that they've served through the years at their open houses.
How cool.
Because it's really good, the stuff they have over there is really good.
Now, when is that open house?
Well, it was last week.
Oh, I mean.
You missed it, Lauren.
Yet again.
But you can buy the book. So you can buy the book.
Okay.
That's a clever idea.
Yeah.
To have a
So,
little book, yeah.
hey, we have some surprise video.
Oh, good.
That I know it's past Halloween, but
not much.
Something you need to see right here, folks.
Good sport, you gotta say. Our mayor is an awesome sport. I was very surprised when he took
I can see a little Michael Jackson growing up right there on that stage.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. That was a really fun show. I didn't miss that. I did attend that show.
The mayor knocked the zombies out, though, didn't he?
I was shocked to see the mayor. That was the mayor behind that.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
I think that's neat.
Everybody says it's time for a change. We got one.
Acting ability in
he's
Elaine.
doing good. Doing good. Hey, I'll tell you what we did this weekend that was very important in carrying on with our Veterans Day honorings. The MTSU had their 30th year salute to veterans.
They do a wonderful
that
job.
was done this weekend, and their induction of the 21st Dr. Joe B. Nunley Memorial Award. And we went up there, and Bob Couch and the family went, and it was a very, very, very wonderful time. Very, very good ceremony. And we got 3 minutes yet to kill here. Oh, well. So I brought that a little bit quick, but we're going
Are we going to show that?
What we'll do is we're going to show that, and then if we have any time left, we'll come back and say goodbye. If not, goodbye.
Just in case, bye.
This is good stuff here from Murfreesboro.
Mr. John Fergus. Thank you. We could not do this at all without the great MTSU ROTC department. Let's give all the cadets and the staff, Colonel Cass, Sergeant Major, a great round of applause. This is indeed the 30th annual MTSU Salute to Veterans. It was the fall of 1981 when then Nashville Mayor Richard Dick Fulton said to his staff, let's put together a October, a beautiful day similar to this one, 1981, Centennial Park, front of the Parthenon, 10,000 people turned out for that wonderful Vietnam Veterans Homecoming. Ralph Emery was the MC. The Opryland dancers performed. And the 101st Airborne Division flew helicopters overhead. It was a wonderful day. The media was all over the story. Monday, newspapers, television, radio was full of the Welcome Home Vietnam veterans. Sitting in his office at Middle Tennessee State was Dr. Joe Nunley, then the Director of Alumni Relations, Middle Tennessee State University. And he called me and said, John, I saw you had something to do with that. I want to do a similar event here on campus for our graduates. I said, now, Dr. Nunley, if you will open that up to all veterans, I'll help you. He said, good, good, good. Let's do it that way. So in the fall of 1982, the first MTSU Salute to Veterans was held on this beautiful campus. 30 years ago, it just seems impossible. Time after time, veterans stepped forward very humbly to be honored on the football field at halftime. Some of the salutes were pregame, but most of them were at halftime. Wonderful, wonderful tradition. Every university, without exception, has supported this 100%. And I did talk with Dr. McPhee earlier. He did greet our recipients, but then had to depart for a funeral, which is, of course, very understandable. In 1990, we started the Joe Nunley Award. And I turned to Dr. Nunley and I said, you picked the first recipient. First off, he didn't want it named after himself. I said, well, we want to name it after you, and I won the day. I'm very thankful we did. He said, all right, the first one will be Rayford Davis of McMinnville, all World War II veterans. Rayford, health permits him from being with us today, but I know he's thinking about us. We're thinking about him. Let's greet in his absence Rayford Davis of McMinnville, first Nunley recipient, 1990. The second recipient, 1991, right in the middle of Desert Storm, Bob Couch of Tullahoma. And Bob's here today. Bob, on the very end, Bob Couch of Tullahoma. And his dear family is with him. Bob Couch of Tullahoma. Joe Nunley calls Bob Couch the best photographer in America. But this year, our current recipient is very deserving and with us today. State Senator Douglas Henry of Nashville, Tennessee. He was a member of the House of Representatives for 2 years. He served in the state Senate from 1987 till the present day. Please make welcome our 2011 Dr. Joe Nunley Memorial Award, State Senator Douglas Henry.
Thank you, Commander. Very sobering experience. Hear what the former recipients have done, how they have served the country, the state, the university. What I've done is very pale in comparison.
Tullahoma's own Jim Simpson, right there. Look at him.
Another Wildcat.
Another Wildcat. Waving to Tullahoma from MTSU.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Gotta love Bob Couch.
You gotta love Bob and Dot and Candy and Fran and a whole bunch of them. But that the University of MTSU does a really wonderful job
of honoring the veterans.
And each year they do that, and each of the disciplines
are represented.
And they walk across as a group, and it's amazing. The lady who was next to Bob has walked next to him for the last 15 years or so.
That's wonderful.
And they're buds, and they see friends. Prior to that, there's the ROTC group. There's lunch. There's barbecue and beans and coleslaw and whatever they want.
That's right.
Whatever they want. And of course, the tickets are provided free
for
them to go to the ball game.
That. That's wonderful.
And it's a great event.
So the recipients of that award are MTSU graduates. Is that the case?
Yes, of the Joe Nunley Award are. And as was Bob. Bob was the second one, and this was the 21st year.
Yeah.
So it's a great honor.
It is a great honor, and we must never forget their participation in wars before and wars now.
Yeah, and they, like I say, there's a whole section up there full of veterans, and they all get tickets to go to the ball game. And they were playing, I think it was Arizona State,
Arkansas State,
who's number one in the conference. And of course, they didn't beat them, but they played a good football game, and all was fun was had by one and all.
Cool. Had a lot of support.
We hope you folks have a great, safe, wonderful Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. Happy Thanksgiving.
So much to be thankful for.
Gobble, 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 and do overeat.
Oh,
don't forget the pie. Go get some pie.
We got to go. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.